Everything's going digital. Eventually, the world will be accommodated and tuned for that. I really do believe that. I've said this before on this show. There's going to be a time where anyone in the world is going to be able to do this, become someone that they're not, or anyone that they want to be, and conduct their life business as usual. And it's going to mean a lot to some people because the amount of fun and the amount of experience and things and possibilities you're able to do in this world will be limitless. And that's exciting. This space, let's coin it now as the Metaverse, although I read this Twitter thread the other day, which I really like. The Metaverse may also be, it could be interpreted as a point in time, the point in time where your digital life is worth more than your physical life, right? Where you don't want to take off those goggles. Do you remember going to the VR playground with the guns? We put on the goggles, we ran around in a different world, and with our friends, it was fun. I remember when I took those goggles off,
you didn't want to be here. You wanted to be back in the world.
It was more fun.
This isn't the first time that story's been told. There's movies about this.
No. But I'm saying now, especially now more than ever, it is happening. And everyone should be thinking about how they're going to change and adapt for the Metaverse. I really do believe that.
Can you explain quickly for the people watching this that don't know what Metaverse means? There's got to be. It's my mom watches this show.
Sure. So Robin, imagine the Metaverse as like it's a digital world essentially, and there can be.
It could be a universe.
There's going to be multiple of them, right? Facebook again just changed their name to Meta. Like that is fucking insane. Like the world in Ready Player One, right? That's Meta. Are you catching on? Like that's what's going to happen.
The currently Metaverse people were not super happy about Mark and that announcement, right? Because they were like, that's a centralized Metaverse, right?
So that's the things because it's Facebook and because it's Zuckerberg and they have so many resources and power. Yeah, like I would presume that one day that Meta is going to be doing the same thing that Facebook is doing, right? Collecting your data and serving you very fucking targeted ads in your Metaverse, which sort of defeats the purpose of the Metaverse, and which is a byproduct and sort of stemming from being catalyzed by the blockchain, which is a decentralized system. Right. So it kind of ruins the point of the idea of decentralization. So this generation will be defined by the war on digital sovereignty. Okay.
I can't believe that you got that sentence. That was a good.
Who owns what and is able to do what that is morally responsible in these worlds that do not exist yet? Nike just filed for a trademark for their logo. A couple of their slogans, just do it. A couple of the other big ones in the Metaverse, right? So imagine you put on your goggles and there's a Nike store in the Metaverse, or imagine. I don't know, like literally anything. It's limitless, and these spaces will be competing for audience and audience retention, and it's going to be crazy to see how each of these companies adapts, and the new ones that come up that are going to be hosting these just hordes of people that are coming to go and chat with someone else or be an avatar and play a mini game and potentially earn a yield on a token, whatever it is. It's a really exciting space, and a lot of my thinking now, I'm actually catering it towards that because I just don't believe there is any other future besides one where your digital life becomes extremely, extremely meaningful to you, so much so that it's painful to take off the glasses or the goggles.
Well, I mean, imagine playing, and I know this sounds stupid, but imagine playing RuneScape as a kid, but in RuneScape.
Imagine anything.
Well, let's not use that one because you're just looking for rocks.
That was exciting though.
No. What about like Sims? Because at least you fucking do stuff like that.
Yeah, he's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you're extremely horny.
Are you kidding me, bro?
No.
But do you see what I'm saying?
Somebody said that to me.
Did I iterate that okay? Did I say that okay? Does that make sense?
No,
yeah.
Also, we all agree with you.
Well, hold on. So I didn't. Up until, by the way, I read the same post that you talked about, where he talked about like this quote unquote singularity moment, singular moment. I saw that you liked it. And I was like, wow, after reading that post, it put it in such a great perspective. I wish we could like show that post to the people watching this. This is the first time where I feel like, yo, this is inevitable. We are moving into the meta, because bro, we are already in it. Make no mistake, you're on a podcast right now looking at hot chicks' profiles on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here. It already exists. It's not going to happen. You're in it right now.
I know.
And every day we spend more and more time on these devices. Oh, you found the
I
post.
found the tweet,
Yeah, say who it was from.
At Sean VP, Sean Peary.
SHAAN VP on Twitter. And it's a very good post. Like you said, though, the one thing that is scary about it being Facebook is when I walk into my Metaverse house, I don't want there to be my wallpaper to be made up of Facebook ads.
No, 100%.
Imagine that you look to your wall that you spent good fucking Solana to build.
Yep.
And there's a banner ad.
There needs to be, and there will be, I don't know who it's going to be yet, a fully decentralized metaverse. And hopefully someone builds it and does it right. Like, what is the Bitcoin of the metaverse? Like, what space is that? What's it called? What's the function? Why do we all use it? Is it the user interface? Is it the capabilities?
Most likely be codes, wouldn't it? To do more things? Because money makes you do more things, so codes in there would...
Yeah, I think you're onto something, George.
He's just still thinking about his parents right now.
Might be codes.
Codes. Think about it. If hackers in the game are like millionaires in real life, so they give you access to do things that you can't do.
You're right.
You're absolutely right.
It's insane, though. It's insane to think about. I'm going to be putting a lot of headspace into the metaverse. This is us. I think that's it. I think, no, we're done.
So did you guys agree with my codes, or did you really not agree with my codes?
No, it's obvious. It's fucking code, George.
Oh, cool. Then let me know.
We're talking about, he's like the blockchain. He's like, it could be code.
No, man. All right, whatever.
Like us millennials, we think we're so fucking advanced, right? Because we had the iPhone, and maybe our parents are a little slower with technology, and we think we're fucking special and like, changing the world, or maybe fucking it up, whatever we're doing. Dude, in 50 years, we're gonna be our parents, and our grandkids are gonna be laughing at us because of how simplistic and basic this lifestyle was. It's just a fact, and it actually makes me a little
sad. We talked about this after the Dune movie.
I know, it makes me feel.
We're the pilgrims on Plymouth Rock. Here's where
the future.
Yeah, literally. Like they're gonna be living a life just as vivid as mine, with so much more
cool shit,
knowledge and capability. And that's insane.
Here's where I think
that's insane.
That can lead you to depression, man.
No, but obviously I feel like this life is incredible, and I love it, and it's all I know. But my grandkids are going to live a life that's so much more than this.
Or is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Or is it far less? Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're actually living a real life. When your grandkids are living, they're going to be living a digital life. Is that more? You know what I'm saying? Like when I look back at my grandfather, like. He worked at Remington Arms, and when the army called for him, he went to fucking Okinawa, Japan, and killed the imperialists. And I'm sitting here fucking jerking off to my parents. No, listen. Here's where I think the singularity lies. The so-called singularity. How do they bridge that gap between the real world and the metaverse as it pertains to feeling and
like sensation?
Yes, and I know they're working on that, and even more so, the core survival and sustenance tactics or ambitions that we have as humans. As a man or woman, we are here to eat, have sex to reproduce, so on and so forth. How do they bridge that gap?
That's Mike's life, by the way.
And reproduce.
He's like, oh, man, just eat and fuck.
Well, but you know what I mean. At our
I know what you mean.
At our core level, at our root level, that as systematic beings, that is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So how do you eat in the metaverse so that your human, so that your human body receives that sustenance? Here's what I think will happen. Okay. So you go to get a burger, obviously, and you're at the shop and you eat a burger, and in the real world, a IV bag pumps cholesterol and fat into your veins.
That's insane. That's like way far out, but it's possible. Here's
you
the
said
question.
That's possible, but when I said codes.
What do you know? Codes are obviously it's codes. What do you mean it's not possible? It is.
It is. You nailed it. That we're agreeing with you. Great job.
Like you might as well have said, I'm sitting here. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously.
Oh, nice.
I seen it. Not with
nice. Nice.
No, I wanted to say something.
Yeah.
All right.
This leads me into a thought I had is what's harder, raising a child in this world, 2021, or raising a child in a world that doesn't exist yet?
Damn, I would say raising
the
a
high
child.
one?
I would say raising a child in a world that doesn't
I
exist
the
yet
high
would be
one here?
Pretty different.
Hey, would it be harder to grow a baby here, or when the baby not here yet? Would
worded that poorly.
Young Melissa, I'm sorry. I'm
Sorry.
unfortunately going to have to raise you in the void. It's the year is 2267. We have known nothing about this world. You can try walking. Unfortunately, it's going to be quite difficult because the code hasn't been written yet.